Today, we're going to tackle a huge idea, one that comes to us from ancient philosophy but could totally change how you look at one of life's biggest hurdles. And that is, of course, change itself. So let's just dive right in.
It really all starts with this question, right? Why is change so tough? Whether it's something big like a new job or a relationship ending, or even just the world shifting around us, it can feel, well, pretty awful. Our first instinct is almost always to fight it, to resist. But what if that resistance is the real problem? To get to the bottom of this, we're going to go way back, like 2,000 years back, to the private journal of a Roman emperor, the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. He gives us this incredible metaphor to think about. He says, existence, life itself, is like a river in unending flow. And the core idea here has a name, flux. It's this principle that literally everything is in a constant state of motion, of transformation. But here's what's really cool. Aurelius didn't come up with this on his own. He was actually inspired by a Greek philosopher who came even earlier, a guy named Heraclitus. And this is probably the most famous thing Heraclitus ever said. It's what inspired Marcus Aurelius. Now, on the surface, it seems pretty straightforward. You step in a river, you step out, and when you step back in, it's new water. Simple. But oh, there is a much, much deeper meaning here. This is where it gets kind of mind-blowing. The genius of the quote is that it has a double meaning. See, it's not just that the river has changed between your first step and your second. The person stepping in, that's you, has changed too. In those few seconds, you've aged, you've had new thoughts, your cells have done their thing. You are not the same. So that's the real gut punch, isn't it? The river metaphor isn't just about the world out there. It's about us too. Everything is in flux. Our bodies, our minds, our jobs, our relationships, everything. That's just the way things are. It's the fundamental nature of reality. Okay, so that brings us right back to the original problem. If change is as natural and normal as a river flowing, why does it cause us so much stress, so much pain? Why do we suffer because of it?
Well, this philosophy suggests that all that frustration, all that heartache, it's not actually caused by the change. Nope, it's caused by a deep, fundamental mistake in how we think. One single, flawed assumption that we make about the world. And here's the mismatch. On one side, you have our flawed assumption. We believe things are permanent, or at least that they should be. We want our health, our jobs, our loved ones to just stay put, frozen in time. But on the other side, you've got reality. And reality is that everything is a river. Everything is in flow. Our suffering is born in that gap, right between what we want and what is true. And living in that gap leads to these reactions that we all know so well, but that are completely pointless. We get upset because we think things should have lasted, we beat ourselves up, or we blame other people when things fall apart, and we end up just resenting the fact that we can't stop the river from flowing.
I love the image the source material uses for this. It says, trying to fight change, trying to hold on to a moment or a person that's already changing, it's like grabbing at the wind. Think about that. It's impossible. And it's absolutely exhausting.
Okay, so if fighting it is like grabbing at the wind, what are we supposed to do? What's the alternative? Do we just give up and let life wash over us? Well, not exactly. The alternative is a really powerful shift in our mindset. It really boils down to 3 steps. First, you just have to acknowledge reality. See the river for what it is. Everything flows. Second, you have to consciously stop doing what doesn't work. Stop grabbing at the wind. Let go of the anger and the resentment. And finally, and this is the real game changer, you learn to embrace the current. You learn to flow with it.
When you strip it all the way, you're left with this one simple, unavoidable truth. Everything is change. It's just like the seasons. It's a natural cycle. In fact, it's the only real constant in the entire universe.
And so, the ultimate advice from these ancient thinkers is pretty clear. Don't fight the river. Don't build a dam. Learn how to swim. Learn how to navigate the current. Accept the nature of reality and decide to work with it, not against it. Embrace the flow.
So, I'll leave you with a final question to just think about. Take a look at your own life right now. Your job, your relationships, where you're at personally. What change are you resisting? What part of your own river are you just standing on the bank, refusing to step into?